All right, so we're here at Memphis in May with David Knight of Old Hickory Pits. David, how long you been in the grilling and barbecue game?
Been in it since 1974, so 38 years.
Did you grow up around outdoor cooking?
I did. I had a close family friend that had a barbecue restaurant when I was growing up. It's kind of where I started being interested in barbecue. And then it's one of those hobbies that just keeps growing.
And where did you grow up?
In Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And did your family grill a lot?
They did in the backyard. We just did steaks and so forth back then. But then later on, when I had this friend with a barbecue restaurant, that's when I really became familiar with it.
You fell in love with the low and slow.
Absolutely, yeah.
And where did it go from there? You just caught the bug and
after a career in education, I taught marketing and management down in Alabama for several years, and I always wanted to get into the real world, you know, to try the business world, and that's why I thought, well, I'll open up a barbecue restaurant. And that was in 1974 in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and it's in the historic downtown area. In fact, the building that we opened was built in 1836. The historic building, 3 stories high with beautiful arch windows, and during the Civil War it was used by General Grant as an office. So a lot of history there. Back then there was no modern technology, so basically built a great big brick oven, and that was controlled manually. The temperature was controlled by a damper in the flue. The flue went up 3 stories high, and by pulling the chain, that would open it up and let it get a little hotter as needed to be, and then you shut the damper, that would cool it down. The problem is, without some kind of automatic control, the hotter it got, the hotter it got. And so the third time the fire trucks came to put the pit out, it dawned on me that there should be a better way to do barbecue, and that's how they got started.
Pig salt is what forms it.
So when did you build your first version of the Old Hickory Pits?
That was several years later. It evolved over a period of about 4 years, 5 years, something like that. Yeah.
And what really sets your cookers apart in the market?
Well, a lot of things. We have, for one thing, we have a big variety of sizes. We can cook anything from 40 pounds per of meat per load to 6,000 pounds for meat packing houses and that sort of thing. So we have a complete spectrum of sizes of equipment. And we have mobile pits for people that like to do outdoor things. We have a lot of indoor restaurant. A new market for us is the grocery store industry. They buy a lot of them.
Oh, really?
And then we also ship abroad. We have customers all over the world.
Well, thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure and an honor to meet you. And best of luck with Old Hickory Pits.
Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to visit with you today here in Memphis.
Thanks, David.
You bet.